everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdie.com, and I want to welcome you to a brand new week, a brand new Mimeograph Monday. So I'm so excited to share with you. This is out of the annual catalog. There's a lot of stuff to do this year for sure with the new catalog. I'm going to make sure I'm in the right spot that I can see. All right, looks good, looks good. So I have a few things to go over before we get started. And then I hope you love the card because I sure do. Okay, so let me flip the camera. Hold on a second. Let me get ourselves all flipped. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a lovely Mother's Day, whether you are a mother or not. Come on, get in place. All right. Okay, so we just stayed home. Eric was such a goofball. I kept saying, oh, it's a special day, and he would just go, what? But he finally said Happy Mother's Day. He's a character for sure. All right, so I want to remind you, today is the last day to sign up for my Party Puffins class in the mail. So this is in the USA only for the class. And the class includes 9 cards, and it's 3 designs, and you'll do 3 of each. So then I love when people share with me when they alter a little bit, right? You get all the supplies, you get the stamp set, you get the PDF with the supplies that I used, and a private video link. And it's $55, and that includes all the stuff that I just mentioned in the United States, and that includes the priority postage. If you are a member of my team, you only pay $35 because then they order their own stamp set and earn their commission, and it helps towards their quarterlies. So if you have been thinking about becoming a demonstrator, now is a great time because you'd be able to take advantage of that. Plus, there's the Join Plus special going on, so you actually get an extra $30 in your starter kit. So $155 plus, $99 plus tax. Stampin' Up pays the shipping, and you get to choose $155 worth of stuff. So it is a super time to join. If you are not ready to join, definitely let's get your virtual workshop on the calendar so you can earn extra free hostess benefits, because that's a great way to add to your stamp collection. And okay, let's see, what else do we got here? The May hostess code. I always show you the hostess code at the beginning, and so this is the one for May, unless you are in my stamp club, and then you have your own code, so you don't want to use mine. If you're ordering over 150, don't use that code because you'll get the hostess benefits. And also you can apply, a lot of people don't know this, you can apply your hostess benefits to the starter kit. So that makes that starter kit even a greater value. All right, so today is Mimeograph Monday. I mentioned this last week. If you have a suggestion for a card or a project out of the catalog that you want me to show for my Mimeograph Monday, send me an email, and it's just mimeographmonday@stampingwithdie.com, and put your request in there. And then that way all the emails come together, and it's a little easier for me to find them. So definitely let me know. So this one was actually requested by Jessica. So I am going to be doing, let me get my catalog. I love that now I can open my catalog. All right, so it's this stamp set here, all squared away. And oh my gosh, so this is the card that I'm going to be doing. And I love that this shows how you can keep it simple and you can step it up. But I'm going for the great stepped up one, all the way one. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, so let me get that out of the way. So I have my recipe. So then I just followed that. So let's get started. So we have the stamp set all squared away, super fun. Look at all these, the little squares, how all the textures and the fun little sayings. I love that it has the writing and the printing. You know how I love that as a font. So good morning, everybody. Lily, Stacy, Barbara, Jeannie. Hey, Jean. I was so excited to show you. I wasn't even looking up, so I apologize. Good morning, everyone. And then the floral squares. So this is an awesome bundle. So if you don't have this one, you might think about it. You might definitely think about it once you see how cute this card is. All right. So let me get my stuff here. So we have fresh freesia. Let me get my pieces. All right, I don't want to lose all my little die cut stuff all over the place. All right, because I just did it ahead of time. It just speeds it up a little bit. If there's ever a time you need me to show you how to emboss or die cut, make sure you let me know. All right, so this is just the fresh freesia cardstock, just a standard card. And then this is the thanks and hello embossing folder. So it's like the minis. So these go in there, our little, you can put them in the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but they also fit perfectly in the mini. So that is so great. So one is thanks and one is hello in a whole bunch of different languages. So they're super cute. And it was super easy to do this because I just cut this down. So this is a 5.5 by 4 1/4 when it's scored. So then this is just, let me measure it. 5.5 by, hang on, hold on. I should have wrote it down. So this is just the width of the card. So this is, yeah, 5.5. I didn't want to go by my mind. And 3 1/4. So that's what I thought it was, but I wanted to double check. And then that fit perfectly inside here. And I just zipped it through the machine. And here we go. Oh, well, Rhonda, hopefully you will go, I need to make this. But isn't that so cute? So now you can see all the different languages on the little die. So that's going to go right here. So it's basically, and I haven't put anything on the inside of this one yet. I know usually I do decorate the inside of my cards on the video, and I apologize that I did not today. All right, so then this is just going to go right on the card, super easy. And look at how cute that is, that you can see that die on there. Then I need a piece of paper. So this is just the basic white. And the colors that we are using are So Saffron, Fresh Freesia, Flirty Flamingo, and one of my favorites, Granny Apple Green. So those are the colors that I'm going to be using. So let me get my pads all the way open. And my little pad, because, oh wait, I don't need a pad. It's a rubber mount. What am I doing? All right, but I do want to put this down just in case I stamp off and make a mess, because I don't want to get on my table. Okay, so we have our fun little squares. Okay, so we have this in the green, so Granny Apple Green, and I inked my pads up so they're nice and juicy. So we've got our Granny Apple Green. Now while I have that open, I'm also going to do my greeting, because it is also in the Granny Apple Green. And this is just, you are so worth celebrating. Isn't that the funnest little saying. And I love how the so is capitalized. All right, so we're done with the green. Let me get that closed. Then we're going to go through our, this is the flirty. So this is the cute little, I don't even know what they are. Just like little hash marks or something. So then we've got our flirty flamingo. And I'm just stacking them over to the side. I'll clean them after. All right, fresh freesia. Oh, I love fresh. I love the fresh freesia. Okay. Because it does. It reminds me of our purple posy that we had last year that I loved. But it's just a little darker. And I love that they have, we have, whatchamacallit, Stampin' blends for all the new in colors. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. I get so excited with the Stampin' blends. All right. Then this is this So Saffron. And this is just the cute little bubbles. All right. Then we have our cute little bubbles. Now this stamp set is adorable on its own. You wouldn't even have to do anything else with that. And it would be, you know, the cutest card just because of all the cute little zigzags and all that kind of stuff. So it's a perfect pattern. You can do some great little backgrounds with it. All right. Let's see. I'm going to scooch down just a little bit. All right. So I'm going to let that dry and find my scissors. Okay. Here's my scissors. All right. So I'm going to just let those dry a little bit because my pads were juicy. So I'm just going to come up here because this is just cut out with scissors. So I'm just following this like so. Hi, Nancy. Oh, yes. So here it's 11:15. And in Arizona, we don't change our clocks. So sometimes in the year, we are the same time as Utah. Sometimes we're not. Sometimes we're the same. I'm trying to think. Like sometimes I think we're the same as California, and then sometimes we're not. It is just so confusing. It is just very confusing. All right, so you are so worth celebrating. I'll set that over there. Then what I did is I have all my little pieces that I die cut out, so I need those. And also, the little flowers that go with them, they just used the light color of the Stampin' blends that went with the ink pads. That's simple enough. So let me pull out these little cute flowers. I don't even know what kind of flowers these are, but these will be the granny apple green. Yeah, Nancy, time zones are confusing. And a friend of mine, she lives in Canada, and they actually have this extra half hour, so that's even more confusing. All right. So this is just a granny apple. And I can't remember if it's Vancouver, Newfoundland. I can't even remember now. I'm so bad. All right. So this is just a granny apple light onto those little flowers. Then this is the flirty flamingo. And that's going to be these two cute flowers. Look how fun these are. Oh my gosh. They look like funny little E's, right? If you look at them like this, they look like a little E. Or they could be a futuristic looking M. But anyway, so we're just doing flirty flamingo on top of those. And this was a fun set to die cut out because then you have all those weird pieces that fall out of the die. So I didn't have time to look at them to see if I could make anything extra special out of the stuff that came out of them. But I will sometime. Okay, so that was the light flirty flamingo. This one is the light So Saffron, and that is this flower here. And my poor So Saffron. I use these markers till they have no color coming out of them at all. So sometimes the tips get pretty rough looking. It doesn't matter because we're just coloring on top. And then this flower is the freesia. Let me turn this light on. I don't know if that will help or not. Did that help? Who knows? Okay, so then we have this flower with the fresh freesia. And then we'll let those dry. So while they're drying, I'm going to cut this a little bit. So I'm just cutting these apart because what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the front on. Now, like I always say every week, I don't know if this is how the concept artist did it at Stampin' Up, but this is how I did it by looking at the pictures and by just having the supply list. But who knows? It could totally not be the same. Okay, and then I'm going to take my green tip glue. Now, please make sure when you're here that you always say something to me, even if I have to keep looking up. So I love to see your little chatter. If you're watching later, please make sure you leave me a comment. And let me get my glue started off to the side. Give it a good squeeze and push out that one in the center. I should have opened up a new one. Good grief. Hang on a minute. Good grief. We're going to open up a brand new one. We're going to get a brand new one. Look at it. Still got to peel the stuff off of it. That's how new it is. All right. And then I just toss the lid because I have the lid is hot glued into my shot glass. All right. There. This one's nice and juicy. Okay. So now we have our green tip glue. I was trying to use up, you don't want to throw it away if there's still some glue in it, but obviously that one was done. All right, so then this is going on here. So what I did was I just kind of looked and caught so that there was no white edge showing around the side. So simple. And then I'm just going to glue the other ones. Ooh, got a lot of glue on that one. All right. I'll pick some of that up and move it around so we don't have any ooze. We don't want any oozy. So see, I'm just moving that. All right. So same with this one. So if you look from the side, you can see that you're covering it up right. And then after I get them done, I'm just going to trim it with my scissors. Okay, so then we have this one. Aren't these so fun? Oh my gosh. This is a cute little die. I love how you can see through it. This would be cute with designer series paper behind it as well. So I'm definitely want to mess around with this same layout and just add some different things. Hey Suzanne, hey Holly, Wanda. All right. So I had asked in the Facebook group, so if you're not a member of my Facebook group, you want to make sure you pop on over there and join that. But I had asked, and I think I asked on my blog too, if you prefer Facebook Lives or YouTube Lives, just because it's taking a little bit longer for me to transfer over the Facebook Lives. They don't always transfer over properly, and sometimes they take forever. So I was trying to figure, what is easier? Is it easier to do all YouTube Lives, and then I can immediately put the link in the Facebook group, where if it's the vice versa, it takes a while for me to be able to convert that Facebook Live to put it into the YouTube. So sometimes the YouTube channel doesn't see the daily Facebook Live till the next day, just because of the way it takes forever to load up. Okay, so there's those. And let's see, I think I did this one first, so it should be good and dry. And then I'm just taking my scissors. So you definitely want to let me know here as well what you prefer. I always try to put a reminder on in the Facebook group, to let you know where I'm going to be, because it's a little bit confusing. All right, and then I think I did this one just so that they're good and dry. So yes, and that's a thing, Ginny, that I find that when I do the YouTube Lives, I do get more viewers. So that's why I was like, well, maybe I do that, and then I just simply put the link in the Facebook group. So I have not made any definite decisions yet, but I definitely wanted people's opinion, right? So, alrighty, cut these out. And this was just easier than trying to make the square be just the right shape or the right size. So this just made it work out pretty good. And you're just following the side of the die. All right, one more. But wouldn't this be cute with DSP behind it? Oh my gosh. And then even colored cardstock. This is just going to be a really cute one. These would also be fun if you made like a 3D. Years ago I did like a candle, a thing that went around the candle, and this would be really fun too, because you would be able to see through all those pieces. Okay, so let me throw that away. Half of it went into the garbage, so that's a good thing. All right, so let's get I showed you my messy floor the other day. Jeff just come in, he was like, oh my gosh, look at this floor. And I'm like, yep, it's a little messy, but hey. Okay, so now we go back to our card. And now we're just going to, so what I did was I figured out where I wanted these by looking at the catalog. So I just laid them down, and that just kind of helps me get my placement right. So then I knew, okay, I liked that. And then, so I leave them in place, and then I just remove them one at a time. So I started from the left, so I'm using the dimensionals. Move that up here so you can see. YouTube is my choice, not a member. And that's the thing, Barbara. A lot of people are not. I have several of my downline as well, and they are not on Facebook too. So that's why I was asking. Okay, so, and then we're just going to put the rest of them on. Fling those backs of the dimensionals. All right. So then we're just going to stick them on there. And don't look too close at my fingernails. Oh my gosh. They were all good. Well, and then I chipped 2, and I'm like, okay, now I have to do, because I wasn't going to do them till right before the trip. But I'm like, well, now people see my fingernails. It's not like in the olden days where nobody saw my fingernails. So I just quickly took my polish off and just put clear on so they're not totally naked. But because I don't want to do them till right before we leave so that they're fresh. Okay. Not that you're here to look at my fingernails, but I'm kind of anal with my fingernails. Okay. So then we have our 4th one here. Like that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take these fun little flowers that we colored. And we're just going to put them on top of their coordinating little flower over here. Where's my pick tool? Pick tool, pick tool. All right, because that is a lot easier. Because I found when I was making the other one, I have to spin them a little bit to get them to be the right position. All right, so I'm just using green tip glue. And I'm picking up the little flower. And then what I'm doing is I'm spinning. Oh, well, that worked out. No, it didn't either. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Dang it. Hang on, hang on. So we're just going to get it. When I made the other one, it was like, oh my gosh, the first time I laid it on there, it was the right place. Let's see. If I pay attention to it, oh, here we go. If you pay attention to it, they're not all the same size, right? But I wasn't paying attention to it. Listen to the flower. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Now these ones are pretty easy. So these are the little granny apple ones. Oh, one of our trip. This weekend. So we're very, well, I mean, I'm a little leery, but hey, all the safe things they've got going on. All right, so then you're just going to put your little flowers over top. There's a lot of stuff you have to do in order to go to Hawaii. So I just have to keep telling myself that that is in place. So everybody had to do the same testing and all that kind of stuff. So poor Jeff, he just I always say he tucks me down from all my worries. And it's not like we're pretty much just with Stampin' Up. So, all right, so we've got our cute little green flowers. Give him a push, right? Like I'm giving him a push. Oh, and Jane, what's fun is like, this is like totally just casing it from the catalog. But you know, I do agree that sometimes seeing it made is even more helpful as well than just seeing it in the catalog. But it just goes to show that the catalog, you know, it's just full of great ideas. You know, it's not just to order out of. It is just loaded. So if you were to make one card a day, like from the catalog, you would have lots of stuff you were doing. Okay, now this one was fun. This one was kind of crazy to get it situated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure this one out. Oh, look at that. That's the way it goes right there. So I'm going to move it to here because this one I found was harder than the other one. Only because I'm trying to cover it just perfectly. Ta-da! Super cute. So see how that just added? Now, if you wanted, you could have used cardstock, but I'm doing what they did in the catalog. So the die actually has, like, it cuts these out, like I showed you, and then these have their own little. So to do this one, I had to do this twice because there's actually 5, but this was just one run through. So this was just half of a piece of cardstock, and I just put them all on, spaced them out, and ran it through like one time. Okay, but we're not done. We're not done. All right, so we have our cute little greeting and the tear tape, which is right here because that's what they used. They used the tear tape, but I always cut mine because it doesn't tear straight. All right, so that goes on the back, and this is just going to be the ribbon. Now, this uses some of the new Flirty Flamingo. It's like a really, really pretty, it's got gold in it, and I didn't think I had it. So when I show you the card I'm looking at, you know how I always have one that I'm looking at that I do ahead of time to learn, you know, my own tips, like, oh, don't do that, you know, don't do this. I didn't think I had this because it wasn't with my ribbon. I'm like, what the heck? I thought I had ordered all the ribbon. So I chose a different ribbon. So I'm just laying that on there. I chose a different ribbon, and then I found it. So, okay. So then I'm just going to angle my ends. Isn't that pretty? So this is the Flirty Flamingo, and it's got this pretty gold in there. All right, so that's going to go on here, and I chose, so it's still got some of that tear tape on here, so it's fairly sticky, but it's not sticky enough to glue on the card because the ribbon is covering half of it. So I'm just using the baby dimensionals like that. So just 3 is plenty. And then that's going to stick on the card. So we have our little "You Are So Worth Celebrating." So that's going to go on here like that. And there's more. It's like those commercials on TV. And there's more. So now we have, well, not Farley's cake, whatever, but it's these cute, what in the heck is the name of this stuff? Where's my recipe? Hold on a minute. Hold on. These are the loose flower flourishes. So that's what these are. So I'm just going to pour them out because I need to order more of these, obviously, don't I? Because I've almost used them up because they're so stinking cute. Okay, so there we have these. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my green tip glue. So we want to put a little one down here. And then I'm just picking it up with my pick tool. Lay it down there. Scoot it over a tad. All right, and then we're just going to put one here. And one here. So we have a big one and a baby. And a baby one. And then there's 2 over here. So there's one here and one here. So 1 and 1. So let's see, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? Odd is more pleasing to the eye. Even Stampin' Up! Knows that. All right, so let's see. Let me get these little cute little flowers. But you could have chose, look, even that would have been cute. If I did put, you know, all of these colors would have went. So I could have really changed it up, but I did what Stampin' Up! Did because that's what the whole thing is about, especially if I have it. So let me show you this other card. So this is the one where I thought I didn't have that ribbon. So what I did was I chose the lace, but then I found the ribbon. So here's like, it's just, it's the same card. It just has a different ribbon on it. But super fun, right? Oh my gosh. And I love this. Now, if you look carefully, and I didn't realize till I was putting together, I actually used, because I thought it said aloha or something. I don't know when I was looking through the catalog. I thought it was the thank you one. But when I got to gluing it, it was actually the hello one. So you don't really see, I mean, you can kind of see, but it's more for the texture or whatever. But anyways, but what I might do is I might put this on the inside. You know how I always put on the inside of the card? So I might just do a layer of the fresh fuchsia, and then that little strip, like a strip of this on the bottom. I think that would look super cute on the inside of the card. So I haven't decided yet, because you know me. I like to kind of wait till I need a card, because sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, if I hadn't have done whatever to that card, I could have used it for, so-and-so. But anyways, so Jessica, thank you for your request, and I will be getting this card in the mail to you. How's about that? That would be fun. So, so enjoy, and hopefully you'll give me some more ideas, so I don't have to do it all myself. All right, so so Stacy and Rhonda, now oh, why do I call it green tip glue? I know, because it's not. Maybe because the tip is green when the bottle, yeah, so it's got the green tip on it. It's called, I probably shouldn't call it green tip glue, but I have for years. It's actually Tombow Multi-Mono Liquid Glue, but the lid is green. So, and then when you do this one, you don't even see, because it's glued inside here. So, but, oh, I guess this is green though. That's got green on the end. But, so yeah, my mind is not always good, my memory, so green tip makes it's easier to remember. It's a little harder to search for though when you're shopping. So Tombow Monty Liquid Glue Multi, because you can use it for so much. It can be a temporary bond, it's a permanent bond. It's got a lot of uses. So, but so thank you for asking that. Let's see, I don't see any other questions. So that's that. Oh, you are the only one. So see, yeah, so I'm not the only one. All right, so I'm going to say see you later for my Teach Me Tuesdays. Will be oh, thanks, Lily. It will be in the Facebook group, 3:00 tomorrow. Teach Me Tuesdays. It'll be episode 80. Can you believe it? 80 episodes. And then Wednesday for my What You're Making Wednesdays is it's usually live on YouTube, and that's at 2:00. But we have to go get COVID tests before we can fly out, and our time is at that time. So I think I'll probably, if I have time, so this week might be a little kind of like weird or whatever as we get ready, and then next week I told myself just enjoy the time away, so I won't have any next week. I don't know if I'll be able to pop in while we're gone maybe, but it won't be stamping related, or it won't be stamping, but so Wednesday I may pre-tape it, so that I can still share something. But so anyways, I will miss all of you. You cut the tip off the empty glue and the plug. Oh, to get all the glue out of it, you mean? Yeah, that probably would have been smart. But I have quite a few of them, so I guess I'm wasteful. But I think I had used that one like so much that I just was like, you're done. But anyways, okay. So I'm gonna say see you later. Have a great rest of the day, everyone. And if you have any questions at all, make sure you let me know, okay? And the Mimeograph Monday requests, I look forward to seeing what you would like me to show, okay? All right. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. Bye, everyone.